Welcome again to my 10 things you need to know about Apostolic Resource Centers. I've been asked, Apostolic Centers even, I've been asked severally, by so many people, what do you do? Because it's not a church and many don't understand. And I'm running the Vision series to help you, my friend, understand the work that I do and the work that many others are doing who are pioneering what we call apostolic centers. And what are they? Now, an apostolic center is also a specialized, house. And what do I mean by that? We touched on it in examining point number 3, that apostolic centers are specialized in the kind of teaching that they do. So if I take it to, the particular house that I'm involved in developing, Nehemiah Apostolic Resource Center, we know the story of Nehemiah, that Nehemiah was a builder. The apostolic grace is a building grace. The apostles are builders. Indeed, Ephesians 2 tells us that. It's a foundation gift, it's a foundation function, and it's a foundation anointing. And so, our particular apostolic center, the vision is, mobilizing, developing, and releasing generations of reformers who are strategically mentored for nation building. So you see, my friend, that the vision of our apostolic house is developing reformers, and reformers are always going to be forerunners. Reformers are pioneers. Reformers are people who see, a rut and don't run away from the rut, but they're able to come off, their high positions like Nehemiah and get their hands dirty. And our particular house is really centered around marketplace operations. So a lot of people that we come across are people that are already, functional in their workplace, in their businesses. Their focus is more out in society. Their positioning is right, in society, that you can liken them really to the story of Elijah and the widow with oil. So you can liken the kind of people that I work with as that question: what do you have in the house? Elijah asked the widow, what do you have in the house? So what God has in the house, who he has in the house, what can be used right now, are usually the kind of people that our Apostolic Resource Center attracts. Now, they're not people that are disloyal to church or disloyal to anything else. They are people that are ready to be activated, to be beneficiaries of the specific anointing that flows in Nehemiah Apostolic Resource Center. So usually they're builders. They are conscious of the nation. They're conscious of the state of nations. And they are not people that talk about problems. They carry solutions. They're people that are prepared to be part of solutions. And so the anointing in the house is, to be able to equip those people that are ready to go. And my friend, you can see that is not in competition with anything else. Whatever God develops, whatever is of God, complements the other. So apostolic centers are not any different from church in a way, but in another way they are. They usually run primarily by an apostle. They're overseen by an apostle. So also can church. But where the difference is really in the thrust that that house has, and the fact that it's not resident, domiciled in what you know as church, that it could be in the marketplace, right in the center of city. It doesn't have a cross on it. It doesn't have a name that sounds like a church, but it is an equipping center, a development center, human capital development center, a place of great impartation, and a place of apostolic anointing and thrust in teaching.